I've learned that it seems Anubia has a unique magical talent. She can create duplicates of herself. They're a little better than drones. They completely lack her, winning personality. But they're apparently smart enough to deliver her potions all over town. I've seen them shambling to and fro, and every one I saw represents a sale you didn't make. How long before we start losing our customers to the siren call of same-day delivery?
There's only one thing to do, Oswald. You must become my delivery boy.
I take offense at every word in that sentence.
Would you do it for a raise?
You know you've never paid me. Not a coin. You know that, right?
It's no wonder with that attitude. Uh-oh. I know that face. Either you just swallowed a mouse, or you...
In truth, I do have a...
That's not how forgiveness works, Oswald!
Hear me out now. Can you do that for me? As I've told you before, my own hubris is to blame for my current feathery condition. With my prowess for potions, I was confident that I could be the first to make it to Maven's abandoned castle and live to tell the tale. And I was right. I simply didn't foresee all the complications.
Complications is one way of putting it.
Let me finish, would you? Naturally, I was desperate to find a cure. Upon returning home, I set myself to finding one. As I pored over every text I could find on the subject, all other concerns were forgotten. I spared not a thought for my business, my customers, or my debt. Then Helena came poking around, praising the place. She thought I was just some bird. I realized that she couldn't sense me with her magic. My transformation had broken that infernal soul binding of hers. And I suddenly felt no great rush for a cure. But there is a cure. A potion, in fact.
There is? That's great news! What do we need to make this cure?
Well, that's the rub. I found the formula in Maven's own journals. And it requires an exceedingly rare ingredient. One she herself cultivated in her castle laboratory. It is known as Maven Bloom. For years, this ingredient was thought lost to history. But shortly before your arrival here, members of the Heroes Guild found a single sample locked away in her castle. They brought it back. It now sits within the Guild Hall's vaults, and there it shall remain. Until the day it is awarded to the potion maker who wins the 5th and final competition.
Wait. The ingredient you need can only be obtained by winning this competition circuit? The very circuit that you insisted was my only shot at saving myself from the debt you saddled me with? Oswald, did you manipulate me into getting that ingredient for you?
No! A little. It's a happy coincidence. The competition is the best way for you to make the money you need. And hasn't it been working out so far? I only neglected to mention that I had a second reason for ushering you in that direction.
Unbelievable. All right, well, it's not as if I have another option here. But I'm warning you, no more secrets. You need to be on your best behavior. Or else, I might just use that Maven Bloom to make a delicious soup.
You wouldn't!
Try me. See what happens.
Also, you should know I ate the last cookie.
I wonder what vacations are like.
Greetings, Sylvia. How's business? I trust you're not letting that ghoulish little girl get to you.
Anubia? She's unnerving, but I'm not too worried.
Good. That's good. Because someone needs to take that little upstart down a peg.
I guess you're not a fan?
A fan? Of an outsider coming to my home and acting like she owns the place? I should say not. I've traveled extensively. I've seen her grand empire for myself. It's a sterile, cinder-block dystopia, a monument to mass production. Her factories spew bile into the air and the seas, and the people accept it because in the short term, their lives are comfortable.
And that's what she wants to do to Rafta?
Her large-scale business model requires it. There must always be a new market. Success is defined as growth, not equilibrium. But she's made a dire mistake coming here. Rafta doesn't need another queen.
That's right! You took down the last one!
Something like that, yes.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to dredge up the past. I only meant to say that Anubia can only grab as much power as people are willing to give her. Whatever her other ambitions might be, I'm not going to let her dominate the potions market. Merp.
Very good. That's what I was hoping to hear. I like you, Sylvia. You know your place. Good luck out there.
I know my place? What's that supposed to mean?
I think the boy's gotten a bit big for his britches. I was never a fan, you know. All he has to do to sell a potion is flash his dimples and bat his eyelashes. The rest of us work for a living.
Wait, is that why you have such an issue with him? Because you were competitors and he got all the attention? Oh my gosh! You're super jealous of him, aren't you?
I had dimples too, you know.
What are you doing up so early?
Market research.
Vague, but uncharacteristically brief. That works for me.
Stick around, Sylvia. You might learn something. Ah, here we go.
Fair tidings!
Yikes! Anubia? Are you feeling all right?
Your potion has arrived within the promised time frame.
My what? What is happening right now?
Thank you for your business.
Wait a minute. Oswald, did you order a potion from the competition?
Like I said, market research. I wanted to learn a few things, such as how speedy Anubia's service is. Pay the drone now, won't you?
I will not.
And I wonder what happens if we don't pay.
Thank you for your business. You have an unpaid balance.
We may have found Anubia's weakness if her entire workforce is this mindless.
You have an unpaid...
Shush, drone. We were just talking about how foolish your mistress is.
You might be onto something, Oswald. If nothing else, this dummy is perfect for practicing my festival trash talk.
Oh, I'm Anubia. I think I'm so great. But I'm really a big brat, and when I lose a festival, I'm gonna cry like a stupid baby. You Toad! How dare you speak to me thus?
Wait a minute. Anubia? I thought this thing was a mindless drone.
Less a drone than a husk. One I can inhabit at will. It's a useful talent. My eyes and ears are everywhere.
But that means you're spying on people? People let these things into their homes. They have no idea you can listen in whenever you like.
As if anyone here were at all interesting. But you're a fool if you think trading potions for coins is the path to success. The only truly valuable commodity in this world is data. Selling potions as a means to an end. It gets me into their homes, into their heads. And once I've learned all there is to learn about the people of Rafta, they will be my subjects in every way that matters.
You're a total megalomaniac! And if you think I'll stay quiet about this...
Tell whoever you like. See what good it does. My prediction? People will give up a little privacy for a little convenience. And I'm offering a great deal of convenience. Thank you for your business. May your purchase bring you contentment. Don't forget to rate your experience.
I'll rate my experience all right. Unsettling, would not recommend. I mean, did you hear all that? She's a total creep, a monster. And she's wrong about people. Isn't she?
I hope so, Sylvia. I suppose we'll learn soon enough. Ooh.
Greetings, peasant.
So much for reading time, Oswald. You better keep your talons at the ready.
Is that a threat? I'll have you know, I'm recording this exchange. I wanted to immortalize the moment that your fears and doubts overwhelm you. Now, contemplate my superiority and despair. Go on, I'll wait.
Joke's on you. All you're immortalizing is me making this promise. I'm going to beat you tomorrow. I won't even break a sweat. Now why don't you get out of here and mind your own business?
Oh, I assure you, my business is at the forefront of my mind, and business is very good. It seems the sheeple of Rafta are less concerned about my benevolent surveillance than you guessed. Would you like to know what they say about you behind closed doors?
There's something you could tell me that I haven't already read in an anonymous review.
Well, here's something you might not have figured out. If you dare stand in my way tomorrow, you will be as dust beneath my heel.
I'm not backing down, Anubia. I mean, I didn't let the shark man intimidate me. What chance does a little girl have?
Curse you! I am not a little girl! Surely my regal bearing and keen stratagems have made that more than apparent? I am over 1,000 years old, and I shall live for 1,000 more!
Well, yeah, but your cheeks are just so pinchable.
Pinchable? You pinched me at your own peril! You toothless jackal! I hate you! I'll crush you! You'll see!
Did she really just brag about her regal bearing and then have a hissy fit?
Maybe throwing a tantrum is one of those keen stratagems she mentioned.
Like sand through the hourglass, another 10-day period has come and gone. But there is no time to wax nostalgic for bygone days, not when there is entertainment to be had. I'm Baptiste, here once more to guide you through the twists and turns of the day's tournament. On the field, two legends of craftsmanship and commercialism stand ready to compete for all the many glories they deserve. Let's give them a proper greeting, shall we? Hailing from a mighty overseas empire, our first contestant, small stature, belies her imposing presence. What's the secret of her success? She says it's divine right and moral superiority, dummy! But she's made no secret of her love for the dark arts of capitalism! Give it up for Anubia!
That's it! Clap! Oh no, if you don't.
Anubia is up against our reigning champ, whose sonic tonics have already become a Rafton institution. She works hard, she fights fair, and I'm pretty sure she talks to animals. She is Sylvia!
Hey, Anubia! You're a brat, and your sense of entitlement won't help you here.
Shut up! I am not!
Looks like the contestants are chatting amiably down there. They must be at least a little starstruck to be in the presence of our celebrity judge. He's a busy man, but he's made time to share his expertise and his winning smile.
Of course I'm smiling. We're so close to the end.
Before we get to the end, we've got to get started! Are our contestants ready to begin?
Begin? I'm already 5 steps ahead. But I'll give these suckers a show. Let's hope they like a tragic ending.
They sound ready to me! Here we go!
This potion will break a curse of silence as surely as my foes break against my dread magnificence.
That's a tall order.
You'll also note subtle hints of candied frog.
I certainly caught a whiff of something. I'll value this at...
A satisfactory assessment.
Sylvia, welcome back. Let's see what you've got. The point is easily yours.
Like taking candy from a brat.
Someone should curse you with silence! Maybe this isn't going exactly as my Oracle algorithm foretold it. But I'm calm. I'm cool. I'm in control. And I'm gonna eat your flippin' face! You worm!
That's the face of a fighter! It's still anyone's match!
All right, Anubia. Dare I ask what you have for us next?
Then consider my masterpiece, a tolerance potion, aged for no less than 300 years.
Fascinating. Where did you find a barrel that would last so long?
Oh, I didn't age it in anything so mundane as a barrel. No, this potion was aged within the hollowed-out skull of the last potion maker who dared challenge me.
That's certainly a rare vintage, which earns you a valuation of...
A number fit for an empress.
It's a lot to ask, Sylvia. But can you beat it?
As impressive as this tolerance potion is, even this is not enough to make Anubia tolerable.
Good singer. Now let's see if the potion itself measures up. It's even of masterwork quality. I'm thoroughly convinced. No need to sell me on it further. You've done it, Sylvia. You're moving on to the grand finale.
Just like that, huh? All right!
Reach! Reach! Rah! That's not fair! I should have won!
Well, you definitely get the prize for worst sportsmanship.
This place is ridiculous. If Rafta would reject my gifts, so be it. I have an empire to run. And I've expended enough resources trying to establish a foothold upon the mud. So I'll go, but this knowledge shall be my consolation. I know what you're up against next. And you have no idea, Sylvia. No idea.
Well, that sounded ominous. But I'll worry about it later. I deserve like half a day to revel in victory before I'm back to contemplating impending doom. Did you see it? Anubia couldn't get out of town fast enough.
I'm a gentleman, so all I'll say is good riddance.
Because you hated her stupid face, right?
Come on, say it. It feels good.
Yes, I hated her stupid face very much. But I hope all this taught you a lesson about going on the offensive and staying on the offensive. When you're on a roll, give them everything and the kitchen sink.
I'm always happy for more owlish insight.
Well, look at you, Sylvia. How far you've come.
It must be disappointing to you. I mean, I know you like taking the money, but I'm sure you'd rather soul shackle me to a desk.
Nothing could be further from the truth. I'm rooting for you, young woman.
I find that hard to believe.
Nonetheless, it's true. Your situation has two possible outcomes. The bank I serve benefits either way. But I much prefer the outcome where both sides profit. To that end, I can accept your payment now.
Don't spend it all in one place.
Thank you, Sylvia. And please, don't take it personally. The service I provide is a necessary one, dictated by the market. If I didn't do it, someone else would. And whatever else you think of me, know that I am hoping to see you succeed.
What do you think? Does she have a point? Are we on the same side?
You might both hope for the same outcome, but that doesn't mean you're on the same side. It's true I needed her services and her bank's money to get this shop up and running, but it's a predatory system, and make no mistake. In this world, we have to look out for our own interests, because no one else will.
Just have to send one more competitor packing.
Good morning, Sylvia. That was quite a show yesterday. Too close for comfort?
I wasn't too worried.
I see you've grown in confidence just as you've grown in ability. You remind me of myself, you know. Many, many, many years ago.
Well, you're not much older than me, right? You got an early start, but you've only been working as a potion maker for a few years.
You know, it feels a great deal longer.
Say, I don't suppose you're here to give me the scoop on my next competitor. I'm ready to crush him!
Oh, I'm sorry. Didn't you know? It's me, Sylvia. You're up against me next.
What? I didn't realize. No one told me!
It was Baptiste's idea, naturally. He's got a flair for the dramatic, and nothing's more dramatic than going up against the best. He wants us to put on a show. Figures it'll drum up interest in local businesses and inject some money into the economy. But we don't have to jump through hoops for Baptiste. In fact, I'm here with a proposal. What do you say we cut to the chase and you simply, well, forfeit?
Forfeit? Why would I do that?
Hear me out now. I know you need the money. There's no shame in that. So, I'll let you take the cash prize. I'll keep the fancy ingredients and my unassailable reputation, and we'll skip the whole circus.
I could just have the money? Just like that?
Just like that.
I could pay off my debt and be free. But no, I'm sorry, but I need that ingredient.
What use could you possibly have for Maven Bloom?
Well, it's sort of a long story, but...
Wah! What the actual hell? Oh,
I understand now. I see exactly what's going on here. Someone's been messing with powers beyond their control. I'd hoped to do this the easy way, but I can see we both have skin in this game. So be it. I've waited this long after all. I can wait one more week to get what I want.
Ugh, that sure took a turn.
you don't think he'll tell anyone, do you? About me?
It doesn't matter. In another week, Helena's getting her money and you're getting your cure. Who cares if people learn you were a bird in the meantime?
Well, it doesn't do much for my sex appeal.
Suck it up, Oswald. I'm more worried about how intense Robin got all of a sudden. Even the lizard looked menacing for a minute.
People tend to show their true colors when this much money is involved.
He didn't seem all that concerned about the money, though, did he? In fact, he gave me an opportunity to get the cash I need without any of the hassle. I could be debt-free right now.
I appreciate you sticking it out for me. Really wish you'd properly fix that ceiling beam, though.
I've been a little busy.
So have I, actually. I have something here to help you cross the finish line. There. With this stamp, you're authorized to make any potion you like, using ingredients from any region of the island.
Well, all right. I've finally got my full license. Just in time for the final push.
I also retrieved the details for the final competition. Take a look. I gather you already know who your competitor is. The potions you'll have to brew are no joke either. But look, there it is, the Maven Bloom flower. We're so close.
It's as good as ours, and you're as good as cured.
I like the confidence, but we're up against a living legend. Let's not count our owlets before they hatch.
Why wouldn't you just say chickens? You know actual idioms. You're not a real owl. What was the name of that cheese that I liked?
Sylvia! I'm glad to catch you before business hours. I won't keep you long. I'm here as a professional courtesy in my capacity as host and sponsor for the competition. I know how quickly rumors spread in this town. Perhaps you've already heard about last night's break-in at the guild hall.
No, I hadn't. Is everyone okay?
All is well. In the end, no one was hurt and nothing was taken. But there is some indication that the intruder was attempting to steal the rare ingredient we've set aside as part of the grand prize.
The Maven Bloom?
The very same. It's why I wanted you to hear this from me. As a finalist, you're doubtless eager to know that the prizes remain secure. And I can assure you that they do! I take the matter seriously. As we speak, I have Corsac laying traps, and I've already commissioned a devilishly clever lockbox from Saffron. Quinn is even going to set up a curse. I'm not entirely clear on what it does, but for what they're charging, it must be rather nasty.
Wow, you're definitely going all out.
In truth, this isn't the first attempt that's been made. Someone has been testing the limits of our wards ever since the Maven Bloom was brought back from Maven's castle. I should have realized before now that's what they were after. With each passing day, we're having more success sending heroes out into the wasteland. The spoils have been impressive. Yet, that Maven Bloom sample remains one of a kind.
I hope your heroes are taking precautions out there. You wouldn't want anyone to get, I don't know, transmogrified into an animal or anything.
Transmogrified? The imagination on you. But you needn't worry. My people are highly trained, and the radiation that's inundated the place has diminished significantly over recent months. It seems the land is finally recovering from the fallout of that historic battle.
I'd love to know what really happened all those years ago.
Wouldn't we all? But Robin was the only surviving witness, and he was so traumatized by the experience that he's only been able to share scant details. He wasn't even a trained squire. Did you know that? He was just a local orphan, conscripted by the heroes after the Kraken battle. They needed a guide, and Robin was drafted into the role. It would never happen today, not on my watch. I mean, the impact on liability insurance premiums alone? It's nothing short of a miracle the poor child managed to walk all the way back to town in the wake of the disaster. He picked up the lizard on the way, you know. It's why he's so firmly attached to it.
He's generally a nice guy, though, right? He got a little rude the other day.
Well, no one gets to be that successful without having a strong competitive streak.
That reminds me, if Robin is competing this time, who's judging the competition?
Not to worry. I have someone lined up already. You'll like him. He is ethically unimpeachable, a public-speaking dynamo with his finger on the very pulse of the market. Furthermore, he's graceful and lithe, with perfectly coiffed blue hair, frankly surprising upper body strength, a nice smile.
You're obviously talking about yourself right now.
I can neither confirm nor deny.